Can you hear me? Hey, I think it's working. Alright. God damn. Alright, hang on. Okay, the mic's working now. Just give me a sec. Alright, we out here. We in here. We out here. Sorry for that. I don't know why that happened. But for some reason, OBS just thought I didn't have a mic. And then I told it I did. And then it's like, oh yeah, you do. But, there's literally no sound going into it. And then I'm like, well, Discord and my audio interface disagree with you. But OBS didn't care. OBS only takes, it never gives. And so it didn't work until I unplugged, no, what did I do? Right, I removed the mic input from OBS, put it back into OBS, and then Discord said, oh, we just noticed that this exists. And then it's like, do you want it to exist? And I'm like, yeah, I want it to exist. And then for some reason, me telling Discord that I want it to exist made OBS be able to realize that it was an option, and then I could change it to that. It's fucking weird. I don't know why anything... Nothing should have been wrong. Here's my point. The game just... no, not the game. The audio... OBS just shut itself. Where are we? Throwing bowls? We out here throwing bowls. I had a stream titled Throwing Bowls once. Friggin' the Terraria stream. Throwing bowls. Anyway, man, I haven't done one of these in like quite a while. I eat quickly before my food can get cold, thinking that the dimly lit paper lanterns glowing warmly against the sunset makes for a beautiful sight. Before I can finish my last bite of takoyaki, Shizune did I spell Shizune's name right? Shizune? I sure did. Alright. Before I can finish my last bite of takoyaki, Shizune steps in front of me, standing perfectly straight with her arms rigidly behind her back. I can see she's trying her best to look as serious as possible, but even she can't what? Even she can't hide her good mood, as there is a slight smile on her face. Haha, come on, Ikchan, let's go play some games. Are they even done sitting up? No, but it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Come on, Ikchan, before it gets too crowded. Misha puts her hand on my shoulder and laughs very loudly. Come on, the prizes look really great this year. Really. Wouldn't you like to win some prizes for two cute girls like us? Didn't I read this? I feel like I already read this. Am I going insane? I guess I'm just either insane or omnipotent. Would that be the right word? No, that's not seeing the future, that's seeing everything. Misha flashes her best cute look, which is admittedly pretty cute. Look at Shizune, expecting her to do the same, but she just looks at me like I'm insane. Oh man, is that a new expression? I don't think I've seen that Shizune expression before. She's really not having it though. Misha, stop doing that. Why is she... That's what... Wait, I'm Misha. Ikchan, hurry up. You've been holding that piece of takoyaki for like 1,000 years. I like to savor everything that I eat, even this. Without warning, Shizune picks the takoyaki from my hand and pops it into her mouth with a smile. Happened so fast that there was no way I could have stopped her. Before I can even fully process what just happened, Misha bursts into laughter and Shizune smiles at me. Probably the closest I've ever seen her come into laughter. Well, that takes care of that. Shizune grabs my right hand and Misha grabs my left. Come with us. There's a lot to do tonight. You should try harder to enjoy it. Get 2 girls. The 2-girl route. Misha comes with Shizune. Buy one, get one free. Running through an already sizable crowd of people, we play game after game, from ring toss to whack-a-mole to games I've never even heard of. We rarely win, but it's fun nevertheless. Hey, do they have that goldfish scooping game here? Of course. I didn't know you liked that game, Hick-chan. Well, I've always wanted to try it. It doesn't seem too hard. Are you fucking insane? It seems impossible. You sure about that, Hick-chan? Okay, we'll see. It should be around here somewhere. Where are we gonna keep your fish? Do you have a bowl for it? Well, no. Maybe you'll eat it. What the hell? Alright, Hick-chan, if we win any fish, we'll give them to you. Oh, really? Another game? Fine, then. Shizune pushes me excitedly towards the booth, trying to hide the enthusiasm in her eyes. Fortunately, the 2 of them fail to catch a single fish, but I don't do any better. Yeah, dude, that shit's impossible. You're basically just given a piece of paper. Like, I can't help but laugh as immediately afterwards they start tugging me towards a particularly large, colourful stall that I helped build. I remember this one. It had been a real pain in the ass to make. The booth runner, an average-looking guy with dyed brown hair, snaps to attention when he sees us walking over. I noticed 2 things. I like how all the stalls are just like you just buy, like they're all metal. Like you just buy them and set them up in the photos. But the story implication is that they're all made out of wood and built by like 3 high school students. The booth runner, an average-looking guy with dyed brown hair, snaps to attention when he sees us walking over. I noticed 2 things. First, it's one of those games where you throw a bowl at a pyramid of opaque bottles to try and knock over as many as possible. 4 bowls for 50 yen, that's pretty good. Second, there are instructions on how to play in Braille. I almost want to say something and look to see if Shizune and Misha see it as well. Either they don't, or they don't find it strange at all. Hey, it's good to see you. Hakamichi? What? Which one's that? Thank you so much for your help with the booth. Having fun? Shizune glances towards Misha, who signs everything to her in a flash, then beams at the operator. Ha! It was nothing. Nothing at all, really. Yeah, this is great. I think the best festival we've put together yet. Shiraki would like to play this. That's okay, right? Of course, it would be really great if you would just give you a cute, hardworking student council representative a prize for all the hours we put in to make all of this possible. No. If anything, Shiraki has balls. Hey, I built this store. It was a back-breaking job, too. I wasted 2 hours of my life. I think I deserve at least a free round. And me. Me too. After some hesitation, he eventually gives in and hands us each 4 bowls with a shrug. Barely a second later, Shizune and Misha dump theirs in front of me. What gives? Don't tell me that after making such a big deal out of it, you 2 aren't gonna even play. Not after the way we ganged up on Shiraki. Yeah. You stay out of this, please. Shizune turns to me and begins waving her hand dismissively. Misha appears torn between translating for her and consoling the booth operator. Hick-chan, where's your sense of chivalry? Besides, I, Shik-chan, have a policy against throwing bowls. Damn, she doesn't throw bowls. Alright. Sorry, Hick-chan. I don't know if my aim is that good either. You must be pretty good at these things though, right? Right? It shouldn't be a problem for you. This looks simple enough. The bottles aren't even that far away. The only challenge is that these are... What? Wiffle balls? Oh, I see. Throw one at the bottles hard and it bounces off... I mean... What was that? Unceremoniously. What the hell? Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. There's water inside the bottles. Trade secret. Water. AKA nailed to the bottom. Q Nichijou reference. That's not very fair. This must be why it's 4 bowls for 50 yen. How devious. Come on, Nick-chan. You can knock him down. You have 11 more chances. Go! Maybe you should do it. Shizune, do you want to try? Shizune empathetically shakes her head from side to side. I laugh. This is actually pretty fun. Winding up, I throw another bowl at the pyramid of bottles and manage to get them to budge just slightly. Both Shizune and Misha are casting longing glances towards a doll shaped like a cat. All in all, they really aren't that different. Sometimes I wonder if Shizune would sound like Misha if she could talk. No, they're not that alike. throw another bowl, realizing that it's actually quite simple. If I can hit two bottles in the middle row at the same time, it's an easy win. Already a small crowd is beginning to gather, so the pressure is really on me. 9 more shots. Winding up like a baseball pitcher, I throw as hard as I can, and the bottles come tumbling down. That's the cat doll they wanted? Triumphantly, I claim my girlish cat doll prize, and Misha laughs uproariously as if it was her who won it. Shizune stares at me with her usual blank expression. It's clear she wants the doll too. Hik-chan, congratulations! What are you gonna do with that doll? There's no right answer. I have to tread carefully. I do not know. Well, I'll take it if you don't want it. Unless you want to keep it for yourself, Hik-chan. I don't know you'd like dolls. How delicate. I don't. I have no use for them. Can I have it then? What a weird thing to say. I have no use for them. Dolls don't have much of a use. Their eyes are drilling into my soul. This is a decision I don't want to make. I turn back to the booth. Hey, you have more than one of this doll? Actually, yeah, just one more. Okay, set everything up again. I want to try for that one as well. Still have 8 tries. As soon as the game is set up again, I throw as hard as I can again, but miss. Trying to win another one? Taking the easy way out, Hik-chan. If it's that easy, you could try it. No thanks. Say, Hik-chan, can you at least put the dough down while you throw the bowls? No. There's only one more left. You had better get it. If you fail, I'll kill you. Oh shit. Game just becomes Doki Doki. What a clever way to duck out of giving me the doll, though. And by me, I mean me. Just kidding. I can see Misha didn't mean any harm from it. Shizune seems to enjoy her joke, smiling at it, but she looks a little depressed afterwards. I decide to hand her the doll, at least while I'm trying to win the other one. It's kind of hard to aim holding a giant cat. Oh, is it meant to be, like, huge? What the hell? Thank you, Hik-chan. Shik-chan seems hacky, Hik-chan, but you're gonna win one for me too, right? That is what I'm trying to do, isn't it? Throw again, but my aim is way off this time. And my arm feels kind of heavy as well, as if blood isn't flowing to it properly. I scold myself mentally, thinking that it's pathetic that I get tired from something like this. Then maybe it's because of my heart. If it is, then I don't know what to think. It's depressing that even something as small as this is enough to make me realize my own mortality. I guess there won't even be a time when I'll be able to forget about it. Even today, when I thought I would just be able to enjoy myself on this beautiful night and in this beautiful place, I can't escape the reason why I'm here. I've never felt so at peace in my life in this place, which is like nowhere else I've ever been. Wait, what the hell is wrong with my glasses? Oh, the I have heart problems music's coming in. This music plays whenever Hasao's like, oh, my heart. It's hard now to keep from thinking the unthinkable, that I may just have been sent here to die. These past few days have been some of the best of my life, the first time in a long time that I've ever felt truly alive. In the end, I'm someone who finds himself reminded every day, every time he climbs too many stairs or throws a bowl too hard, that he could die at any second. I'll always be limited. Anyone can die at any second, Hisao. I feel depressed by that and angry as well. In the end, I care about my life and I enjoy it, and now it's more transient than ever before. I wonder what it is that'll finally do me in. It could be anything. If I'm this weak, empathetic, a bad feel, a punch to the chest, a stray baseball. Existential crisis. Is it? Or is it just fear of morality, Hisao? Mortal Hisao. I don't think he's having an existential crisis. He seems pretty aware of his existence. I wonder what it is that'll finally do me in. It could be anything, but I punched just a straight baseball. Now it's my will to keep playing this game, but I keep playing anyway. Heart problems. Suddenly I feel a split-second sensation of pain in my chest. It comes and goes instantaneously, but it's enough to make me stumble just a bit. Shizune jumps back, startled. She comes closer, staring at me with concern. Misha puts her hand on my shoulder. Hey, Hik-chan, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I don't really feel too good right now. I think I'm sick. I don't think I can go on. Misha frowns. Don't strain yourself. If you're that sick, you'll just make yourself sicker. Look, the festival is just getting started and we've been playing games for a while. We can take a little break if you're tired. Good idea, Shik-chan. I'm feeling a little tired too. I think we're all a little worn out running all over the school, Hik-chan. I nod. They don't seem to notice anything unusual. That's good. Walk through the sea of people with Misha cheerfully pointing out the faces of everyone she knows. Shizune holds the stuffed cat in her arms, cradling it absent-mindedly. It seems like they're having fun. Suddenly I feel a pang of guilt. Because of my poor health, we all had to stop. Are there models different? Or is it just that the background is making them pop more? It feels like they also have a different lighting on them. On the portraits. But I'm not sure. Probably not. But they're really like... It looks like they do. Hik-chan, we've both been feeling kind of hungry. How about you? Not as hungry as I could be, but I do want something to eat. That's good enough, Hik-chan. So what should we get to eat? Doesn't really matter to me. How about sandwiches then? And we'll need something to drink too. I'm sure we'll get everything. What? Shizune looks at me and smiles, and I realize she might be trying to cheer me up with a joke. I laugh. John, it's getting kind of crowded, so we might not be able to eat here. It's getting kind of loud too. Maybe we should go eat up on the roof. It's fine with me. It might be a nice view, and there could be a little breeze. Oh no, don't take me to the roof. Oh wait, does that mean we're gonna see Kenji on the roof? Oh, please tell me we do. Okay then, I guess I should get the food and drinks now, so I'll see you two then. Misha gives a clumsy wave and then runs off. Before, I didn't notice how the paper lanterns look illuminating the dark night, but now that I'm able to see it, it's really an amazing sight. Fireflies float overhead, the soft glow making it look as if it's snowing lights in the night sky. This type of thing would be impossible to see in the city. Shizune tugs at my sleeve impatiently and crosses her arms, frowning as if to show displeasure at me for getting distracted. You know, I don't know how to read sign language. Come to think of it, isn't it kind of stupid for me to have said that to a deaf person? She wouldn't have heard it. I shrug, hoping to show that I don't understand. Shizune shakes her head and dismisses it with a wave of her hand. Maybe I should get around to asking Misha for some lessons on sign language. It wouldn't be the worst idea. Climbing up onto the roof, I find myself in awe again at the sheer size of the school. The grounds are so expansive, I can't believe I hadn't realized it before. As I walk across the roof, trailing behind Shizune, I can't help but be taken in by the stars shining in the sky. Shizune and I sit down on a bench. She seems like she's in a good mood as she smiles softly while the breeze blows through her hair. We look down at the festival, which looks like a sea of glowing amber lanterns and waving paper fans teeming with people, some of them festively dressed in yukata. So I guess we're gonna... Everyone sees the fireworks from like a different spot. Like, I guess that's obvious, but I don't know. It's like with Rin, you're on the floor by her art piece. Seems like for Shizune, you're on the roof, and with Hanako, it was all the way in bloody Shanghai. Tea cafe. In fact, most of the girls seem to be wearing yukata. Wonder why Shizune and Misha didn't dress up today. Some of them would look nice in yukata. I briefly think about what types they would wear. Shizune would likely go with something traditional. However, Misha is a bit harder to place. Misha arrives, panting as she runs to us, trying to keep the food in her arms from falling. Seeing everything on the ground, she lets herself drop backwards. That took a while. Come on, you two. Come on. You two didn't tell me what you wanted. So I got rice... What? So we got some rice punch, some sandwiches, and some candy too. A little bit of everything. It's great, let's dig in. She takes a bite out of a small triangular sandwich. Seki-chan, what do you think of the festival? It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Stars are nice tonight. This could have... What? Oh, this couldn't have been a more perfect day. Sound of people talking below us is like faint music alongside the chirping of crickets in the distance. Take a sip from the can of punch and look over at Misha, who looks as if she's sleeping comfortably with her back stretched out and a half-full can of apple juice balanced on her stomach. Shizune sits with her legs drawn close to her, rocking back and forth slowly like an impatient child as she stares up at the sky. The two of them are so cute, I look around and can see many students holding hands with their girlfriends or their boyfriends. Not too far from us on this roof, there are couples gazing up at the stars or down at the lights of the festival holding each other's hands. This music. I'm playing it really loudly, so hopefully you can hear it well. Did we ever hear this music in Hanako's route? Because I don't remember ever hearing it in Hanako's route. But it was all over Rin's route. It played like a bunch in Rin's route. Especially like Act 3, I want to say? Maybe 2. I feel like it just played a lot in Rin's route because it played and I was suddenly like, whoa, right, this music. And then I was trying to think why I felt like I hadn't heard the music in a long time. And I feel like it wasn't in... I feel like it wasn't in Hanako's route at all or not much. I feel like you might have... Might have what? Did I just forget? Again? Am I confusing things like I did with the Iwanako letter? Oh, you're saying you feel like you might have heard it in Hanako route. I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If we did, I feel like it wasn't much. Because, like, as soon as I heard this music, I instantly thought of the scene. Possibly once. But I feel like it wasn't common. Because as soon as I heard this music, I had a feeling of, like, oh, right, this music exists in the game. As if I hadn't heard it in ages. And I just was like, oh, yeah, this music. And also, and also, like, hearing this music instantly took me to that scene in the art gallery, where, well, the arte or whatever it's called, the arte, where you're lying there with Rin when you're like smoking and you're just lying there. I don't know, but the music brought me instantly back to that scene, and then I was also like, I felt like I hadn't heard it in a while, so I was like, was it even in Hanako's route? Oh well, whatever. Now it makes me think of Ren. A part of me wants that. Looking at Shizune and Misha, I wonder if maybe I should ask one of them out someday. I wonder if it would be worth the risk. The golden hands moving across the face of the delicate watch on Shizune's wrist catch my eyes. And I see that it's getting kinda late, but the festivities are still going strong. Shizune is still holding the stuffed cat I won by the paw. She notices me looking at it. Offhandedly, she offers it to me. I smile, wanting to ask her what I would do with it, but she wouldn't be able to understand me. I shake my head and try my best to tell her to keep it, hoping she'll understand. As I look out towards the school, I can see before me so many people, all of which are happy and cheerful. Watching them makes me feel content. This really was something. Today was worth it. But I still can't shake the feeling of guilt and melancholy from earlier. They keep hanging on to me, and I can't let them go. Shouldn't have signed something to me, and I can't understand her. No matter what I say, she won't be able to hear me. Can't understand you, Shizune. Well, whatever. What do we both consider ourselves at fault for this? Anyway, I'm sorry for not being able to understand. You know, I'm almost glad that you tried to coerce me into coming here. If I attempt to date you, though, I might have to think more about that side of you. No, actually, I'm glad. Today was nice. You would be cuter if you smiled more. You have a nice smile. Frustrated, she stands up, arms behind her back, looking authoritative and confident against the backdrop of stars. What the hell? Never seen that before. Suddenly, Shizune throws her arms out towards the open sky, seeming to hold it between her hands. It's as if she's telling me to look at everything in front of me. Whoa! The school bathed with the festival's glow and lit up with the colorful yukata, the roof illuminated by fireflies, the sky so vast that it imposes the feeling of awe onto you. That was like a really, a really impressive shot. The game doesn't usually do things like that. That was actually really neat. I liked that. Had impact. What does she want? It slowly dawns on me with time. This beautiful scene before me is proof that there are things wonderful enough that spoiling them with a bad mood would be unforgivable. And I can feel the weight of Shizune's personality pressing the point further. Thanks, I guess. I look away, but then Shizune grabs me by the shoulder, her watch brushing against my cheek. With her left hand, she points up at the sky. Fireworks. Oh, IBS can't pick them up. Oh, there we go. Picked them up a little. With faint pops, fireworks begin to go off in the sky, each one spreading a shower of bright colors that slowly fade into the dark. I can't even recall the last time I saw fireworks at all, much less a display this large. Not to mention, it seems like they're being launched from the school. It's almost impossible to believe. Lights in the sky mingle with a second salvo from the town below, and they seem timed to complement each other like two parts of a duet. They continue for maybe 15 more minutes and then stop. Shizune realizes her hand is still on my shoulder and withdraws it carefully, looking a little uncomfortable. Regaining her composure, she grins with her hands on her hips and her chest thrust out in front of her. It's in these moments that she seems most... T-pose. It's in these moments that she seems most like a regular teenage girl, energetic, happy, and carefree. I eat thoughtfully with Shizune, the two of us looking out, the gradually thinning crowds below in silence. She sits leaning forward slightly, her chin resting softly on her hands, and a contented look on her face with just a hint of wistfulness, all the while still gently holding on to the stuffed cat's paw. I start feeling tired, and I tell her that I'll see her and Misha tomorrow, without even realizing that she can't hear me, and then start walking back to the dorms. I feel warm and alive even in this chilling night air. The image of Shizune standing forcefully before the stars themselves, denying my self-pity, does not leave my mind easily. If it only take a moment for there to be love, I think I may be falling in love with her. Just a little bit. Is this animated by someone different than the others were? It seems like it. Whoa, what the hell? Is Misha meant to have, like, that noticeable of lipstick? Oh wow, that's nice. I like that outfit. That's probably my favorite like little drawn piece there. That was a good one. Is Misha gonna feel unsatisfied once I take Shizune away from her? I could see that happening. Alright, well that's... How long has it even been? It's been... Oh, okay, it's been half an hour. That's alright, I guess. I was just gonna do Act 1 and then jump into, Phantasy Star Online 2. So let's do that. Because I got it working. Let me just actually check it's still working. I hope it didn't just stop working. That would be very upsetting. It's kind of absurd that I have to even consider that a possibility. Yo, Raymu's got the Pog Champs! Phantasy Star Online 2! Let's see, we got M Protected Game Guard. We got the game. Let's get that up. Go. Why is this so... What the fuck?
Sega.
Probably looks like garbage because the bitrate is at the bitrate for visual novels. But I'm just checking it works, and then I'll fix it. Assuming it does work. Hey, it does. Alright, cool. I'm gonna end the stream and then start the stream because I hate chapters and I like the streams to be separate if they're different games. See you in, like, however long it takes for Twitch to load the next stream.